Hi grade ones, in this video we will be learning something new and it's called attribute. And we will be using attributes to sort things. So before we get started, let's review and learn this new word. So when we talk about the word attributes, it's about how something looks, how it looks. The other video this week, you learned about these three shapes, right? And you learned about what makes them special. So you were learning about their attributes. So let's review some of these shapes and what their attributes are. So this shape here is a cylinder. And in this shape, what makes it special and how it looks is that it has two faces. So that's one attribute, and it's round like that. So that's this shape's attribute. This shape's attribute is different than this one because this one rolls all around and it has no faces. So it's very different than that one. And this one again is different than these two because it has one round side, but it's not the same as this one, right? Even though it can roll, it has one flat side, one flat face. Right? So those are the three attributes. Now we can also talk about the attributes of a 2D shape. So these shapes have edges, which is one kind of attribute. So this one here has 4 edges. This one has no edges, but you can also talk about its color. So this one's blue, that one's yellow, right? Same with these ones. You can talk about this one's yellow, this one's blue. So there's lots of different things we can talk about when we are talking about attributes. So the reason we learn about attributes is because we are going to be sorting things. So sorting means putting things into 2 groups. So for example, I have a giant big group of 4 shapes here, and if I want to sort them, there we go. Now they're sorted and they're in 2 groups. Or I can sort them this way, right? Or I can put these ones here. It doesn't really matter. I can sort them in any way I want. A lot of you sort your Lego pieces if you're looking for a specific color, or if when you organize things in your house, in your room, you're sorting things. We sort things all the time. So in math, when we sort, we are going to be using a sorting rule. So a sorting rule means that we decide how we are going to sort things. So we can do this in many different ways. When we are sorting, we can use the color of an object. So let's see what that is like. So if I have some shapes, and I can have 2D and 3D shapes here, doesn't matter what my shapes are, right? And I want to sort them by color, how can I do it? Well, I see 3 colors here, so I can put the red ones together, the yellow and the blue ones together. So now I have sorted by color. So the attribute that I'm sorting is the color, and I'm also my sorting rule is that the colors go together, right? So I put all of the blue ones together, all of the yellow ones together, and all of the red ones together. Okay, now I can sort a different way too by using color. What if I put them here? And this is my 2 groups, 1, 2. So what is my sorting rule this time? How did I sort them? Well, I put yellow ones here and all the other colors there. So that's another way I can do it. Or I can do it like this. Now what is my rule? Well, I put all of my blue ones here. So my sorting rule is that I put blue ones here and all of the other colors there. So there's many different ways you can sort by color. Another way that I can sort is using faces. So to remind ourselves, faces are the flat parts of 3D shapes. So if I have 3 of the shapes like this, they're all 3D, and I want to sort by faces, I can do it many different ways. The first one, I can go like this. So what is my sorting rule? What do you notice? Well, I put all of those shapes that have faces here and all of the ones without faces there. So this one is a sphere. It doesn't have a face, it rolls, right? But the cylinder and this shape have faces, right? Okay, now I want to do a different way to sort them. So I'm going to move my cylinder here with my sphere, and then I will leave this shape here. And what is the rule now? Well, this one has lots of faces. It actually has 6 faces. These ones have less. So my rule is that the shapes with the shapes with more than 2 faces go here, and the ones with only 2 faces or less go here. So the cylinder only has 2 faces, so it goes on this side, and the ones with more than 2 faces go here. This one has 6. Okay, so I can sort many different ways with faces. Now, another way I can sort is using edges. So now I will be sorting my 2D shapes because the 2Ds are the ones with edges. Remember, they are this part, the outside part. Okay, so if I want to sort by edges, I can first go like this. So what is my sorting room? This is group 1, this is group 2. So this one here is the ones with edges and no edges. That's my sorting rule. Now I can also go like this. Okay, so now what's my rule? Kind of the same as the one with the faces just before. I put this group has to have more than 3 edges. So I could put any of these shapes and add them to this group, and my sorting rule would stay the same because these all have more than 3. They all have 4, and these ones have less than that. Right? These ones have no edges. This one has only 3, and these ones have more. So then I can sort them like that. Okay, so those are the 3 ways that we can sort. And there's other ways, but those are the 3 I'm going to go over in this video. So let's review. So when I'm sorting, I can sort using an attribute. So one of the attributes can be edges, faces, or color. Those are the 3 ways. And when I sort, I put things into groups, and then I can have a sorting rule. That tells me how I sorted. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.